Now, as crude oil prices drop, alternative fuels become less attractive. One such crop is jatropha, a succulent plant with toxic seeds, which has been touted as a source for biofuel. Air New Zealand, in fact, said in June it will test fuel made from the jatropha plant in a joint trial with Boeing and Rolls-Royce. Naren Raju heads bioenergy plantations. That's the first Singapore company to start cultivation of jatropha plants. It's doing so in India. And he's with me now. Mr. Raju, thank you very much for joining us. Of course, we hear a lot about other biofuels, everything from sugar to woodcuts, but jatropha you don't hear much about. Why is it not a booming industry?
Well, unlike the other crops, jatropha doesn't have a history of commodities. I mean, like, it's just 10 years old on the commercial scale, especially in India. So only recently the market is coming to jatropha to make it commercially available for the commodities. So if you compare the other commodities like palm, which has a history of 40 to 50 years on a commercial scale, jatropha is just a newborn baby. So obviously it takes time for any new kind of crop, especially when there are a lot of concerns about its toxicity and whether it can be used for other applications. But we are seeing a lot of interest from all over the world, not just in India, but also from New Zealand. And as you can say that Air New Zealand after tomorrow is going for a test trial with its using jatropha oil in one of its engines. So compared to 4 or 5 years back when we started the company, now the whole industry is actually taking the right direction despite of all the the concerns about its toxicity.
What's the structure here? Can you make a decent profit out of this, both at the farming level and the distribution level?
Definitely. At this stage, it has to be looked as estate farming rather than the contract farming. See, for example, contract farming will only work when the farmers realize that it's a profitable commodity. And we have to be very careful in saying that just jatropha should be cultivated only in the wastelands. So our company is in the phase of educating the industry to take this in the right direction rather than sacrificing the agricultural lands for jatropha. So what we are saying to the industry is like grow jatropha in the wastelands, not on the agricultural lands, because it doesn't need any kind of agricultural land to grow. Having said that, even when we are growing in the wastelands, we should make sure that you take proper care in pruning and irrigating, so you get better harvest.
Mr. Raju, thank you very much for your time. Good luck with this project. Naren Raju, Chief Executive at Bioenergy Plantations. Meanwhile, there are signs the global recession is deepening. Elliot Gotkin